Hi, thank you for watching my video. This is Donna with Donna Gems on TikTok and Donna_Gems on Instagram and IGTV. And so it's right after the full moon, which was the last super moon for 2020, and it was called the flower moon. There are certain basic principles that follow every full moon. And then there are certain principles that apply to individual moons, such as the wolf moon, the harvest moon, the strawberry moon, and this was the flower moon. But you can always find that type of information. It's pretty prevalent. The Farmer's Almanac usually carries it. Of course, you can just Google it. But when it comes to just every full moon, there are certain things that tend to occur, such as the moon represents feminine energy, and it also represents emotions. And so things can be heightened, especially when you have a full moon that is a super moon. Things are even more intense. And if you've noticed, even with the preparations and things for the coronavirus that we're experiencing, the last couple of weeks have really been kind of even overboard with emotion and people just kind of going at each other. And so with some of that, it takes effort on your part to deal with that energy. I usually speak about the way that I was trained about energy, and everything starts with you. You are your base point. It's not outside of you, it's inside of you. And so energy management is your responsibility in my belief system. And so some of the things that you can do to kind of get that excess energy from accumulating, it builds up and it creates like a pressure cooker. And so one of the things you can do is physical exercise, such as walking in the fresh air, deep breathing, meditating. And one of my favorites is to dance. And it doesn't matter what kind of dancing. It doesn't matter how you dance. It's just put on your favorite music and go at it. Just have a good time and release some of that pent-up frustration before it comes out in other ways, such as harsh words or emotional attacks, that type of thing. And let's see. So the other thing that we spoke about in the last video dealing with the new moon, and I'll get to the video, the super moon fail, but when we discussed in the new moon, we talked about setting goals and creating a plan to achieve that. So now would be a good time to go over that list that you created, see how you did. And it's not to judge yourself, it's to kind of see like, okay, maybe I leaned a little too hard into creating this list or these tasks, and maybe it was just a bit much and I overshot it, and maybe I should be a little more cautious as to how much I think I should put on myself. And so you don't have to stop the task because the full moon is here. You can also carry that task over to the next moon cycle. So it can be an ongoing event for you. It's just that now would maybe be a good time to kind of release any anxiety you have about it or any fears you have about it, and let it go with this full moon, as the moon, they say, is in a waning cycle, W-A-N-I-N-G, meaning the moon is getting smaller. It's decreasing in power. And so this is a good time for release, which is why dancing is great, and walking and meditating, because you're shedding that excess energy and you're doing it in time with the natural cycle of the cosmos. So if you go over your list, be kind with yourself, be forgiving of yourself. It wasn't a job. It was something to just help you to better understand your energy and to move forward with it. So one of my tasks was to go inward and work on who I want to be after this whole rest period is over that we're in, this energy exchange. Who am I remaking myself into? And so some of the tools I use for that is This is rainbow obsidian, but I also use this type of obsidian, and it's great for self-reflection. And I can go into it later on exactly how you use it. But this is just something that is going to be a continuing event as I discover things about myself and then release that which no longer serves me and develop and keep that which I like, that I want to carry forward. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Always feel free to comment, and I'll get back to you if you have any questions. So I hope you're having a wonderful full moon time of your life, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.